Hello students, today we are going to begin our sixth chapter, My Childhood. Before that, let me ask you one question. Do you know who is known as Missile Man? Obviously, he is APJ Abdul Kalam. And one more thing, that he was president of our country also. Although he is no more, but we know his many achievements and his dedication towards our country. Second thing is, have you read the autobiography of Abdul Kalam, that is Wings of Fire? If you have not read, you must read it because it's a very inspirational book. So let's come to our chapter. This chapter is an extract from that book, that autobiography of Abdul Kalam, and it tells his childhood incidents and few things which motivate us and shows the society, especially of 19th century, Indian society, right? So first of all, let's come to the characters. First of all, APJ Abdul Kalam himself, he is narrator, it means he is narrating because this is autobiography. Next is Jalaluddin, he was father of Kalam, and then Ashama, she was mother. Next is Jalaluddin, he was brother-in-law, in Hindi we call it Sala. Then Samsuddin, he was cousin. Next, three characters, Ramanand Shastri, Arvindam, then Shiv Prakashan. They all three childhood and very close friends. Okay. And then at last, Subramanya Iyer. He was teacher of Kalam, and he left a very long impression on his mind. He was a science teacher. Now let's come to the main points of this chapter. First of all, as we know that it is an extract of autobiography and it reveals the realities of 19th century Indian society. Next point is, in this chapter, it shows the journey of Abdul Kalam. That he belonged to a middle class family, a Muslim family, he was a Muslim, in Rameshwaram, and how did he reach his journey from a simple place to president's house. Then how did he challenge, how did he accepted many challenges in his life, his struggle, and then how did he move ahead in his life. After that, how did he inherited honesty and self-discipline from his father. His father was also a great man, although belonged to a middle class family. Then another thing which he inherited, that was faith in goodness and deep kindness from her mother. Her mother, she used to feed the poor people. Okay. Then it is shown that how Abdul earned his first wages by helping his cousin Samsuddin, who distributed newspaper. His name is given here. Then at last there are two incidents which are mentioned and that affected him to a great extent. Those I will explain you in the later video. Thank you. Hello students, as we were discussing chapter number 6. So in this video I am going to tell you the incidents which influenced Kalam a lot. Now come to the incidents. Before that we will discuss the word meanings. Okay. First is undistinguished. It means unexceptional. Okay. Then next is inessential. Inessential means which is not essential, not important, not necessary. Next is erupted. Erupted here means broke out. Next is isolated. Isolated here means remote or unreachable. Now next is suspension. Here suspension means delay. There you know. Next is orthodox. Orthodox means conservative or traditional. Orthodox may be defined as, means the people who are orthodox are not easily accept the change, means means they keep on following the old trend. Okay, it is called orthodoxy. Then utterly here means absolutely. Next is minch. Minch here means mix up. Next is perturbed, that means upset, and then it is horrified. Horrified means filled with horror. Next is eminent. Eminent here means about to happen. And the last one is optimism. Optimism means positive attitude. As you know, there are two words, optimism and pessimism. Pessimism means negative approach, attitude. Positive means positive. Now come to the incident which I was going to tell. Now, when Kalam was in 5th standard, when he was a child, so in elementary school there in their village, a new teacher had come, and he was also orthodox teacher, orthodox person. He was a Hindu, and in the class, when he saw Abdul Kalam sitting with his friend who was a Hindu, so because it was revealed through Abdul Kalam's cap, because Muslims wear cap, and then a sacred thread which was wrapped around the body of his friend. So when he saw sitting them together, he was very annoyed, and he felt that they should not be sit together on the basis of social ranking. Okay, so he asked Kalam to get up and go in the last seat. So it was a very disturbing thing for both of the children. So although he went at the back seat, but when they both of them reached home, they told this incident to their parents. The parents were very surprised because of the such attitude of that teacher. So that teacher was summoned by the Abdul's friend's father, who was a priest in a temple there, and he was summoned in their home, and he was asked that why did he do so. Even he told that he should not spread such social inequality and communal intolerance in the mind of such young children, right? So he should practice a healthy thing. So when he was even given warning, so he realized his mistake, and the teacher also regretted. After that, one more incident is there, which is a positive incident, means positive effect it gave. That is about the Kalam science teacher. He was Shiva Subramania Iyer, and he belonged to an orthodox family, but he was a different mind, means of a healthy mind, and he wanted to break the social barriers. He was against that. Okay, so one day he invited Kalam at his home for the meal, and when he entered, means both of them entered in the house, Kalam, the teacher's wife, she was conservative, like orthodox, so she did not let Kalam enter in her kitchen. So she simply refused to serve him food. So this made Kalam felt quite bad. But the teacher, he served the food himself to Kalam and sat beside him. All these things, all the incident, all the happenings, it was observed by teacher's wife, and she realized the way they used to eat. Similarly, Kalam was also eating. So in this way, he changed that teacher changed the attitude of his wife. So next week, when again he was invited, so this time she called, or she invited Kalam in her kitchen and served him food with her own hands. So this made a very long-lasting impression on Kalam's mind. Next is when Kalam grew older, means young, and for higher education, he had to leave his place Rameshwaram, so he asked permission to go from there. Actually, mother was quite hesitant. She did not want to let Kalam go in other place, but for that, Kalam Kalam's father, he told or he quoted the Khalil Gibran's words. Quoted words. Khalil Gibran is a very famous philosopher. So he said that your child, they came through you, but they are not have come from you. Means you cannot impose your thoughts on your children. They have their own dream, they have their own thinking. So you can only love them. You can't impose your own thinking. So these were the thoughts of Kalam's father. So students, this is all about the chapter. Please go through it, then we will discuss the actual questions. Thank you.